Hey, Elmer. Yeah, I'm pretty positive on that. I haven't. I just got pulled into a conference call and got out. So I'm in the process of reviewing that now, but I'm pretty positive on that. Yep. I'll have to relook at how they designed the routing of the scale cable, but I'll probably say 2 days. I mean, I can ask around, but pretty much everyone else is hosed up with people as well. Um, I mean, I mean, it's possible. The only issue with them is that I'm pretty sure that scale cable has to get pulled through those vaults and stuff, which means they're gonna have to, you know, arrange to be out there to lift up lids and so. Let me. I mean, I really haven't. I've been trying to stay out of that just because it's kind of not, my thing that I want to get involved in. I mean, the only conversation I've had to date as far as just priority with all the other projects going on is they're hitting me pretty hard on getting this fiber pulled over along the steamship access road. So that's kind of the biggest thing. My big game plan on Monday, on top of trying to get the loops finished over there for Southside Canopy for whenever I guess the concrete guys are trying to pour. And then aside from that, next kind of on. I mean, it won't be a huge deal. It'll just be, more time and shit to do it. I mean, yeah. If we want to go that way, we can. It's just going to be more time later. If I can get some guys over there that stay on it, I can probably get the rest of those loops finished up. And I'll say to actually cut in, installed, and pulled, I'll say probably firmly a week. But I was gonna say, but I can feasibly start on that anytime as soon as all the slab is complete. So when's the completion for that canopy? Are we still hitting for the end of September? I guess for the whole project, or okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's give them what, probably through the end of next week or the middle of the week after. I mean, so well, we got the 4th today. I mean, I'll hopefully. I mean, it's just everything changing on a whim, but I should hope in 2 weeks I'd be able to have no issues. So let's say they spend. You're saying 10 days excluding weekends, so that brings us down to the 25th of August, which is a Friday, or starting the 21st of August. Okay, so let's say August, yeah, so August 16th or so. Yeah. I mean, that helps a little bit as far as trying to, at that point I should be freed up from Steamship and I should be, hopefully about wrapped up with Gate 3. So, yeah, that'll help immensely. If if I can cut in the loops, because I mean the biggest part is having the conduit, to where I'm going to be cutting in the loop, because that's the biggest thing that the port and them hate is having the long saw cuts, um, going every which way. So I think they'll be fine with that. But if you can, yeah, if we say concrete guys are complete by August 16th, and I come back in, either on the 16th or whenever, then that should give me enough time to come back in with wrapping up with a couple other projects to start my saw cutting, get the loops laid in, as well as hopefully start getting equipment mounted at the lanes, the Twit kiosk and everything else. Because it's going to take, for all the components and everything, and this is including the OCR gantries, it's probably going to take me 2 weeks to get all that equipment mounted, and then hopefully in between that time I'll have another crew pulling in cable simultaneously. But it's to get all the cable and equipment mounted, I'm looking at probably 3 to 4 weeks. So I mean, that's why I don't think 1st of September is going to happen, depending on, have they whispered a go live date at all? Yeah. Mm-hmm. At this point, I don't see too much of an issue why we shouldn't be, up to the point where they can start connecting devices by that time. Because if I'm, well, ultimately by the 29th, but we should be, because if I'm tracking, which I mean, as long as, as far as like IT mounting their equipment and switches and stuff, I mean, as long as all like the buildings and the infrastructure and stuff is there, the, comms boxes, they can, do what they want. What it comes down to is just my fiber feeding it and power being turned on. But if I'm tracking inside my head correctly, looking at my big old wall calendar, if I start on the 16th on loops, that should get me finished up by about the 25th, and then immediately starting after I go into mounting equipment for the next, let's say, 2 weeks or so, I should be able to get most of my stuff completed by September 15th, given about, yeah, and that's giving a we'll say a week, 2 week buffer, because I'm expecting for them to want to come in for about a week for their commissioning or whatever they want to do. But yeah, yeah, because I mean, I hate to be that guy, but I can't. I'm filled too much at the moment with how quickly they're trying to sit there and get all push all these projects, which I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, mm, well, we'll get there eventually.